I'm back to give you a new video, new video, new video. I'm back to give you a new video, new video, new video. Come on, let's do this. Okay, welcome everybody. I'm here right now. My name is Queen. I'm an international motivational speaker and success coach. I'm here to talk to you about traveling today because I do think that that's one of the things that a lot of people want to do in life. That's like a big dream for many people. A lot of people want to travel to different countries and cities, and you know, I actually got to a point in my life where I actually realized that I've actually traveled to 42 cities and states across the UK and world. I mentioned the UK part because I live in the UK. I'm originally from Nigeria, where my parents are from, but I was born in Southampton, UK, live in London. I've lived in London now for about 30 years or 29 years. Absolutely love London. And basically, you know, as much as I love London, a lot of people can be so stuck in London that they don't actually try and go anywhere else. So I'm going to tell you how I made my traveling dreams come true. Like, how did I start going to all these different cities and different states? And I've actually been to 22 UK cities, or it might be 23. So some of the places I've been to include Manchester, Bristol, Wolverhampton. I've been to Cardiff. I've been to Sussex, which it would be like Brighton, places like that, and Crawley. I've been to Manchester. I've been to Blackpool. In terms of other parts of the world, I've been to places like New York and Ohio, Pennsylvania, which I went to Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. I've also been to places like Dubai, which is obviously a country, but it's also known as the greatest city in the world. Milan, I've been to Florence, I've been to Venice, I've been to Rome, I've been to Constantine, which is in Bulgaria, I've been to Sofia, I've been to Vienna, and the list goes on. One of my favourite experiences travelling was when I competed at Disneyland Paris for the Face of Europe competition. I really absolutely loved Ohio. I went there for a wedding. I was actually the flower girl, and I was actually 17 years old. Can you believe that? How can you be a flower girl at the age of 17? But yeah, this did happen. But it was so wonderful. I mean, I've actually really loved my travelling experiences. Obviously, some of them I loved more than others. And also, when I travelled to Brighton to do my music video Because of You, which you can watch on YouTube, just type in Queen Choma Because of You, it will come up. That was also a great experience for me because, you know, I was on the beach, we had the film crew there. So now let me try and give you some ideas of how you can make your travelling dreams come true. And I hope you have a pen and paper because I'm going to give you 5 ways to make this a living reality. The first thing you want to do is you really got to want to travel. Start with this passion, ambition, and having an aspiration to travel, because I really do believe that you've got to really want this. You know, it's not just enough to just have this, you know, wishy-washy wish. It's not enough to just think, oh, you know, I'd love to do this. You've got to really want it with passion, with zeal, and with determination. You've got to want it in the way where you are going to literally pursue it. As if, let's pretend you were a guy trying to go on a date with this amazing girl. You've got to think about it that way. You know, are you really serious about going on that date? Or are you just like, oh, it'll be nice to go on a date? You've got to take it more seriously. So definitely make traveling a priority if you really want to make your traveling dreams come true. And that's what I did. I got really serious about wanting to go abroad. I got serious about wanting to travel to different cities. And that's why when those opportunities arose, I actually grabbed them with both hands, because I really said to myself that I'm not just wishing the wish, I'm actually going to make this happen. Okay, so number 2 is for you to, like I said, I kind of mentioned it a little bit before, grab the amazing opportunities to travel when the opportunities present themselves to you. Now, not everything is going to be when you want it to be. Sometimes you're going to have things come up at the last minute. It could be somebody says, they'll give you 2 days notice and say, do you want to go to Paris? Do you want to go to Miami? Would you be available to go to Florence? Now, one of the things that you should be doing is literally saving up so that when these traveling opportunities come up, you will be able to go. Or maybe you might have somebody you could ask to, you know, help you out in terms of borrow you a bit of money. Or maybe it's a situation where you have maybe your suitcase prepared a little bit so that when a traveling opportunity comes, you've at least prepared in some way. So I definitely think you've got to really be prepared to go at last minute to some trips, or like an idea may come up for a trip and you need to be willing to just be like, okay, okay, let me do this, rather than thinking, oh no, I have to have 5 weeks a notice. I think you've got to be a bit more spontaneous. So if you really want to make these traveling dreams a living reality, become more spontaneous and be willing to grab opportunities as they arise, because not everything is going to come when it's all syrupy sweet, the right moment, the right time. Sometimes it can come when you don't expect it, when it's just like you've got like 3 days to prepare to go to Greece, and you know, if you've got the money and you've got your things, some of your things ready, you can actually make this happen.
Basically, you want to go with the right people, or you sometimes need to go on your own, by the way. You don't always have to go with somebody.
But just be willing to step out of your comfort zone. If you're just in your area all the time, you need to try somewhere new. Number 3 is all about you basically writing down your traveling dreams. Now, some of us think about where we want to go in our mind, but the truth is, even with music lyrics, like if you think about the lyrics for the song Beautiful by Christina Aguilera, if she didn't write that song down, how would they be able to construct the song, put it into the great format? Some of you don't like writing things down for some mysterious reason, but I really want to encourage you to write down your traveling dreams. Buy a dream book, buy a notebook, buy a vision board, and put images of the places that you want to go to on your vision board in your dream book. Just even write down where you want to go. This is going to be one of the best ways to manifest your traveling dreams. Write down, I will go to Cyprus by so and so date in 2016. Or you could say something like this year I'm going to 5 cities. Write down the places you want to go to, because when you write them down, you start getting excited. You attract them to you. You start thinking about it. You align yourself with success more when you start writing these things down. And you get this crystal clear picture of what you really want on paper, which leads to more success. So I want to encourage you to write down your vision, write down your goals, write down where you see yourself going, and write down the places that you would like to go to, such as conferences, workshops, seminars. Is it a networking event? Do you want to go to a TEDx talk? Do you want to go to see Brian Tracy live? Is it that you want to see Terry Seville Foy live? Is it that you want to go to a Rick Astley concert? That would be me, by the way. I want to go there. And maybe you want to go see Mariah Carey live. Perhaps it's a situation where you want to go to this really fascinating cowboy event or whatever. Maybe it's a magazine show and you know they're going to be having one in New York and you want to be there. Or maybe it's London Fashion Week and you are in France right now and you want to travel to London Fashion Week when it comes up. Maybe it's a situation where you live in Switzerland right now, or you live in Paris, or maybe you live in Nigeria, or you live in Cameroon or somewhere like that. You just think that this traveling dream is so much of a fantasy. It doesn't even seem like it could be a reality. Well, I will encourage you to really start visiting some travel agents. Now, I'm sure you have travel agents wherever you live, so I want you to pay a visit to these places. This is one of the greatest things you can do to really like absorb the atmosphere of travel. When you go to a travel agent place, such as Thomas Cook's or something like that, guess what happens? You actually see those people serving people that are going to be traveling. You learn about flights, you learn about different locations, you see all the fantasy holidays and even honeymoon destinations and so on and so forth. Now, one of the things that I did is I would pick up, the magazines. I would ask them if I could take some of the brochures home, and just, they allow you to take them away. There are lots of magazines there, honeymoon places and all sorts of holidays that you could literally book, and trips, short trips and so on and so forth. You can take those magazines and, take a couple of them. It could be 3 or 4. Some of them might be on America. 1 or 2 could be on UK destinations. It could be world destinations, whatever. Like, there'll be a mixture of different magazines there. And you can actually take them away so you can really absorb the idea of traveling. You can look through them, put them on your vision board, put some of these locations in your dream book. And also, it's a great opportunity if you go there to actually speak to them about the places that you want to go to. Find out the prices, get some quotes. When you have such a strong desire for these holidays and these traveling opportunities, you're going to really want it so much more when you go there and speak with them, and you get so excited that you're likely to manifest this amazing dream more than if you just stay at home wishing and wishing. Okay, so that was one of the things that I did, and it really worked because, like I said, I've been to 42 cities and states. And even though I never necessarily used them for some of my traveling opportunities, it didn't really matter because I just got to speak to an expert in the field, and that really does help. So that's tip number 4. And now we're on to tip number 5, and basically step 5 on how to make your traveling dreams come true. This would be for you to buy a world map, okay? So I've done this. I've bought the UK map, for example. I've bought a world map, and you put it on the wall in your bedroom, or you can buy one that you can put it on your desk at work, so that you, or even if say you work from home, you can do the same. Just put it in front of you so you can really see how big the world is, and you start to realize, guess what? We're not really living in such a small world where it's not just all about your city, not just all about your country or your town. We live in a big world where there are lots of beautiful countries. There are literally over 200 countries in this world for you to visit. And I want to encourage you to do that so that your mind will expand and open, and you'll start to realize that you're limiting yourself by just staying in your country or your city. And there you have it. Those are the 5 ways that I made my traveling dreams a living reality. So I hope this video has been very useful and helpful. And if you need my tips, if you need my coaching, my mentoring, please do book me for coaching, because I would love to work with you. I'm always on the search for amazing people to work with, and I have about 7 spots a month, 7 to 8 spots a month that I can handle, because I've got a business as well, UK's Dazzling Beauty, which is a pageant. So I can't really work with too many people, but I'm definitely willing to work with you if you do want to go to that next level of success, if you want to make these dreams a living reality, if you're fed up of just wishing the wishes and dreaming the dreams year after year, same old boring thing. If you're like, do you know what, I want to make this happen, then definitely contact me, because I definitely believe that I am somebody that makes things happen. You know, even if it's on a small scale, medium scale, big scale, it doesn't really matter. I'm always doing something towards my goals, my dreams and my aspirations. You know, whether it's in my education, my career, my business, whether it's in the media, I always believe I'm taking steps forward. So if you want to be on that kind of journey too, then reach out to me by going to my website, www.queenchoma.official.com, and sign up to work with me. Just apply on my website and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. God bless you. Take care. Bye.